Good evening. Welcome to another video. Prologue. Topic of discussion, Module 7 assignment, Common Sense Reasoning with Frame-Based Paradigm. We're going to take the same story I had from last week, on week 6, with 30 degrees outside at the house and walking the dog 0.25 miles. From my understanding, what I get from this, basically you want to know the frames, the slots, demons, and the inheritance. The class is pretty much that's going to be your frame, meaning the thermometer. Any kind of thermometer. It could be digital, mercury, or what have you. And of course, the slots is going to be to the right of that where it has temperature, degree. That's your slots, and that's going to be your frames pretty much right there. And of course, these are ensuring temperatures. And of course, these are numbers. And that's talking about the code label. C sharp, C plus, what have you. 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees. Of course, those are all temperatures. And then next you drop down there, you have the pedometer. Basically, mile marker, walk tracker, however you want to look at it. That's going to be also your frame. And to the right of that, length of mile is going to be your slots, your values, and what have you is inside. All these numbers are your values, and they're numbers. And of course, these are in string. Or it could be double or whatever you want it to be. And the question comes to the point, do we need demons? And if yes, please explain. And if you also need inheritance, please explain yes or no. Yes, we will need inheritance because at the end you're going to have an else, which I believe is going to be the inheritance, and then more importantly, the actual ending of it. When you find the end, that's basically a whole game changing as far as them inheriting in the end. Else do not walk the dog. What I mean by that is basically it's inheriting basically from the idea that there's no reason to walk the dog because the temperatures have been either met or not met or somewhere in between. And that's where the fuzzy logic comes in as well. So with demon 1, which meaning that I have to have a demon because there's fuzzy calls for fuzzy logic. If and then, of course, you can kind of say the same thing with else. Although inheritance, what it actually means is that you inherit things from the demon, if so, or more so like your class or your value or your frame. You basically got a parent, and then you start to inherit things from that parent. I guess it kind of squeeze it in, so I may be invalid on it, but that's what I'm going to go with. Inheritance 1 is going to be else do not walk the dog and find in. And then demon is going to be if temperature reads 30 degrees on the thermometer, then walk a course that is 0.25 miles according to the pedometer. Temperature as well, if it's 60, same thing. Walk that 1 mile. And of course, it's too hot if it's at 90 degrees, then still walk that quarter of a mile. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Thanks for watching. I hope I did hit on all subjects dealing with the demon using the set of fuzzy rules created in Module 6, which those are the same ones pretty much. And of course, the inheritance is kind of fuzzy there, but at the same time, I kind of squeaked it. The only way I could really put it in there, if you have to have it, like I said here, the option to loop. Now, the loop would really kick in the inheritance because loop would kick in the inheritance of the demon 1. So that's what I mean by the inheritance. Say, for instance, if I was to put inheritance, okay, well, if we get 100 degrees, okay, then we're still going to walk 0.25, or we're going to end the walk as well. Or if we get 75 degrees, that's still going to be somewhere in between half a mile to quarter, 3/4 of a mile, what have you. So you got all the fuzzy logic in there, and then with that, you're constantly figuring out a reason to walk the dog at a certain distance, which basically it's a manifestation of inheritance of different degrees and different reasons to walk. That will be the actual concept of inheritance. But I didn't throw it in there because I want to keep it short and sweet as well as the video. So I just kind of threw that in there. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, just let me know. Until then, stay tuned. Thanks for watching.